The next thing here was this from my rich dad, is called the Quadrant, and I think it's the most important book for people willing to make changes. And the Quadrant stands for employee, S stands for small business specialist, like a doctor, S for psycho, B stands for big business, and I stands for investor. So the other difference was my poor dad always said to me, said, son, go to school so you can get a job. So from the time most people are born, they're programmed to be employees, to work for the rich. And that's the difference. It was my mom, I used to fight with my dad. By the time I was in high school, I'd just fight with him saying, I don't want to be an employee. I just don't want to do it. And I was flunking out of high school and all this stuff because I couldn't write, which is interesting. But so my mom finally intervened, and my mom was a registered nurse. And she says, Robert, stop arguing with your dad. If you want to be rich, go to school and become a doctor. I said, Mom, there's only one problem. She says, what's that? I says, doctors are smart. She says, you got a good point there. You don't. So early on in my life, I knew I wasn't going to survive here. It was obvious to me. So I've only had a job for 4 years, and that was with Xerox. I went to Xerox for the skills, an entrepreneurial skill, learn how to sell. So on the other side of it, my rich dad says to me, he says, Robert, are you basically lazy? I said, yeah. And he says, are you incompetent? I said, yeah. And you're not very bright, are you? I said, no. He says, good, you'll do well in business here. The most important thing you can tell your friends is get off your butt and start your own business, even if it's at home. Even if it's on your dining room table. Kim and I, my wife, started Rich Dad, Poor Dad on our kitchen table and at a pizza parlor. We had a great time. But once you understand business, the moment you shift from here to here, the tax laws swing in your favor. The moment you tell a kid, go to school and get a job, you're punishing that kid for the rest of their life, including doctors, lawyers, and accountants. The tax laws are written on this side. So keep your daytime job, if you like your job, but start a part-time business. Get your spirit strong.